Hi there, I'm Renee. Welcome to my Kudos Kitchen. Behind the camera today, my husband Mark.
Hello everybody.
So what we're going to be making today is a recipe that I'm winging, which you know me by now if you've been here before. Hello, and if you haven't been here before and you're new, welcome to our channel, Kudos Kitchen. Anyways, we're going to be making a no-churn gingerbread ice cream. So I wrote down the things I plan to use in this recipe, and I'm going to share it with you, and then we're going to freeze it for about 4 hours. It comes together quickly in a matter of minutes. I'm going to be using my stand mixer, heavy cream, and sweetened condensed milk. I'm also using molasses, vanilla extract, a little pinch of grated nutmeg, some ground allspice, and of course ginger, because you can't have gingerbread ice cream without the ginger. So my plan for this gingerbread ice cream this year, we're going to be hosting a Christmas, what I'm calling a cocktail brunch this year. And I'm going to be putting a scoop of the gingerbread ice cream into each little coffee cup, a cup individual, and then I'm going to put some meringue on top and pop it in the oven for a miniature baked Alaska. So this will be an individual size gingerbread baked Alaska. That's the plan. Hopefully that will work out. But first we're going to make the gingerbread ice cream. So what I did is I made sure that the sweetened condensed milk has been cold. Everything needs to be cold to start this recipe. The heavy cream is straight out of their fridge. The sweetened condensed milk is cold, and the molasses is cold. And outside I have my beater and the bowl for the stand mixer outside because it's below freezing out there. So everything's cold to start. And then we're going to have a lot better luck whipping up the cream and things if everything's already at cold temperatures. Okay, I don't want to start the mixer before I do this because you won't be able to hear me. So I'm going to go ahead and add the cold sweetened condensed milk into a bowl.
Is it always that thick or just because it's chilled?
It's definitely thicker because it's chilled right now. So it's not a problem. It's what you want. I'm going to scrape out all of it. I got every last drop of goodness, and now I'm going to add the cold molasses. And this is about a half a cup of molasses, the dark molasses. And I'm going to stir this together till it's nice and combined. And then once the whipped cream is completely whipped, I will be adding this to the heavy whipped cream. Can you see in there, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Looks good already. I could eat it with a spoon.
I can smell it too.
Sure.
That's good.
Yeah. Does it smell like gingerbread?
It smells like molasses.
Okay. Okay, so now while I'm whipping the cream, I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator just to make sure that it stays nice and cold. All right, next step is to add the 4 cups. This is 4 cups of heavy whipping cream into the cold bowl. And I'm going to attach this onto the stand mixer and whip it with the cold whisk. Okay, now I'm going to start the whip on low speed. And this is going to go, well, until it gets nice and stiff peaks, actually. I'm starting it on slow so it doesn't splash everywhere. But then gradually increasing the speed. Can you see what that looks like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Creamy.
I'm gonna, what?
Creamy.
I'm going to increase the speed again. And continue beating as the cream thickens. Back in a minute. Okay, I think you'll be able to tell as I'm screaming over the mixer and my dog barking, it's definitely gotten to the point where it is a whipped cream, a heavy whipping cream. Mark, can you see that?
Yes.
And it's only been a matter of maybe a minute, 2 minutes. You don't want to take it too far because you don't want it to turn into butter, which it will do. So now I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to add a few other ingredients. Okay, so before I add the molasses and the sweetened condensed milk, I'm going to go ahead and add the other flavorings. So roughly a teaspoon of vanilla extract, pure vanilla extract, goes in first. What I didn't say earlier, but I'm going to do is just a tiny pinch of salt, just to bring out all the flavors of the ice cream and balance things. So this is allspice. I'm going to go what did I write down? Half a teaspoon. A little shy, might not be the worst idea, but there we go. And then 2 teaspoons of ground ginger. And if I need to adjust and add more ginger later, I will go ahead and do that. We'll give it a taste test. And then 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, which I neglected to say earlier. Okay. Extract, ginger, cinnamon, allspice. Oh, pinch nutmeg. I did not do that yet. This will give a nice earthy, nutty flavor to the gingerbread ice cream. You don't need much. A little bit goes a long way. There we go. And now I'm going to whip this all together again. Okay, you can see that it's changed colors just a little bit. It's kind of more of a light, very light tan because that's got all the spices and flavorings in there. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the chilled sweetened condensed milk and the molasses mixture. And we're just about done. So hard to believe, right? So I'm going to turn the mixer back on and slowly add this mixture. Can you see it good, Mark?
Yeah.
Great.
It's getting sucked right in.
It's becoming a lovely gingerbread color. I don't know if you can see that good, but... And it smells really good, too. Okay, before I go any farther, I'm going to make sure to scrape down the sides of the bowl. Get all that good flavor in there. And then I'm going to whip it again for another few seconds, maybe like 15-20 seconds, just to make sure it's all combined. And then I'm going to let Mark have a little taste test on a spoon and let me know what it needs, if anything, what I can add. Can't subtract, but what I can add as far as flavor if needed. So we're all scraped down, and let me give it another good whip. Okay, and here's the base of our no-churn gingerbread ice cream. It looks really good. It's nice and fluffy and light. All right, first I'm going to have a little taste, and then as I promised, Mark will have a little taste too. So, because I want to see really what it needs. I think it's good. I think it's really good. Very light ginger flavor. I maybe could add a little bit more ground ginger, which I might do like a half a teaspoon, but let me see what Mark thinks. Okay, Mark, it's your turn. Let me know what you think.
Creamy.
Very creamy, yes.
That is good. Gingerbread.
Yeah, do you think it needs any more ginger flavor than it does right now?
No, I think it's fine as is.
Okay. I just wonder, once it freezes, will it have more flavor or will it lose some of its flavor? I know.
I defer to the expert. You.
I am not an expert in this, as I've never made it before. But you know what? I'm going to go follow my gut, and I'm going to just fold in a little bit more ground ginger.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt. I mean, you can still taste it as is. But
sure, but a little bit more is not going to harm it.
Right.
Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and add maybe a half a teaspoon of additional ground ginger, and I'm just going to mix it all together. Okay, and now I go ahead and transfer this into an ice cream container. This is just a glass Pyrex container. And get it in there evenly, and then I'm going to freeze it for about 4 hours. Longer is fine, but I would say a minimum of 4 hours to have it be nice and scoopable. It looks so good. So now I just go ahead and make it pretty on the top. Now I could sprinkle additional cinnamon on top if I wanted, or maybe even add some crushed ginger snap cookies would be good. But I'm not doing that because, like I said, I'm going to use this for a different application. So I will cover this and stick it in the freezer for 4 hours and check back later and you'll see what it looks like. Here's another sweet treat tip for you. Go ahead and add a dollop of this before it's frozen into your coffee. And what do you have? Gingerbread latte coffee. I don't know if it's latte, but gingerbread coffee for sure. Oh my goodness, does it smell good? So there's an extra treat for you guys. Oh wow, that's good.
You look happy.
I am. All right, so we are back, and it's actually the very next day. I did check this ice cream at about 4.5, 5 hours, and the edges were set, but the center wasn't fully set. And I do believe that's because it is pretty deep of a dish. So anyways, like I said, it's the very next morning, and I will remove the cover. Mark, you want to get a shot of what this looks like down here? And then I'm gonna, hopefully it's sat out for enough time where it scoops nicely. Let's have a look. It's definitely firmer than it was yesterday, and it probably could sit for a little while, but we're not doing it. Okay, so there's a scoop. I'll put it right there so you can have a good look. Then Mark and I will both take a taste. There, what do you think? Looks like ice cream.
Looks like it.
Okay, now a spoon for you, and a spoon for me, and we'll give it a taste test.
After you.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and take it off the scoop we just...
Makes sense.
And that's a pretty big scoop for first thing in the morning. I know how I feel about it. How do you feel about it?
Tastes great. Gingerbread.
Do you remember I added some more ginger to it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice it being a little bit more gingery?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Do you want to say anything else about it? Texture? I mean, come on, Mark. He's a man of few words.
Tastes great.
How do you tell me what you think of the texture? It's creamy.
Yep.
And it has a good gingerbread flavor.
Yep.
All right. So anyways, this gingerbread ice cream is very tasty. I do hope you'll try it. I'm going to get the recipe on my blog as soon as I possibly can.
You'll enjoy it.
You will enjoy it. And if you like this video, especially seeing Mark again, please give us a thumbs up. Maybe comment if you like, that'd be great. And consider subscribing to Kudos Kitchen on YouTube, because we'd appreciate that. We like making videos for you, so hopefully you like watching them. Anyways, until we eat again, we hope you have
A delicious day.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye.